Hello traders, all set? Ready to review another funded account. Okay, so this time is Raza's turn to be on the account review, and as you notice here, Raza is currently handling a 50k funded account. Let's see if we can notice something interesting around here. First of all, I love this win ratio, add that up there. What I don't like is the profit factor, and this I think means that when he is losing bad, and when he's winning, he is winning bits and pieces. And judging by the number of trades, we have a scalper on our hands for sure. It's interesting if you take a look at this performance graph before we dive into the instruments. As you probably notice here, our trader was up $9,000, and then this bad streak came and he basically got back to break even. Another lump here, but I think that's the point where he said stop, I will take a break and I will go again next month. This is something that I love about this. I hope this was his thought process, but too much rambling. Let's go and see what pair is this trader using, and he is only trading Nasdaq. My assumption was correct. He is a scalper. So what else do we have to do then to check his most winning trade? This is our trader's most winning trade, and it's a whopping $1,200. Of course, it's on Nasdaq, and what I love to see here is that it only took 38 seconds. Let's see what this trader managed to pull off here, scoring 2% in 38 seconds. Okay, so our trader loves to dabble in market volatility. I'm not sure if this is news or it's simply the brink of the US session commencement. Nonetheless, easy click buy, click sell 38 seconds later, and bam, you have 2%. Love to see this. What I don't love to see is that we don't have consistency in terms of stop losses and take profits, so I will add that up there as well. Let's check this trade as well, again on Nasdaq, close to the same time span. And of course, classic scalping, maybe something good, which also includes Smart Money Concepts. He saw this tap into this huge area of demand here and just decided to take a quick tiny scalp here. Nonetheless, awesome close, because as you can see, this wick basically announced this mini downtrend, so good for our trader. Let's go and see the most losing trades. And yeah, what I anticipated again at the beginning of the video turns out to be right. Our trader has biggish wins, but when he loses, things really go sideways. As you can see, the same small timestamp, so for sure we have a scalper. And yeah, this looks to be the same period as the win. So he had a buy on this candle, and then he decided to take another buy after the retracement. Yeah, we have Smart Money Concepts here, because he basically thought that this here candle, this nice upwick candle, would be a flip zone, and maybe the market will pull ahead out of this area. But unfortunately for our trader, the trade went sideways and he lost over 3%, $1,678, which really stings. But yeah, up to now we have some huge data on our trader. So we have a scalper, we have a Nasdaq trader, and let's see if on the next funded account he will manage to score more profit than this I'd say measly 1.5%. Trading cycle 2, this means the second profit split, and this one was a bit substantial, a bit north of $3,500 or 7.24%, which is awesome. As you can see here, the profit factor is improving. The win ratio decreased a bit, but I don't think that's a factor. Again, we had this dip in the performance chart, not really as bad as the previous phase, only 48,000, so only 4% here, but then we had this steady increase, which I always love to see. He added gold, so update up there, added gold to his trading repertoire. And still back to the scalping style, let's see the most profitable trade, which is a whopping $2,500, so 5% in 16 minutes. Who wouldn't love that? That's the beauty of scalping. I'm not sure if we can manage to pinpoint some entry strategies, because scalping is very trader dependent. I mean, it has lots of discretionary decisions involved. So let's see. Anyway, let's see if we can pinpoint something. And yeah, I am inclining to say that we have a Smart Money Concept Scalper on our hands. Lots of them these days. Probably notice the huge liquidity built up in this area. We take this liquidity using this mini order block. We have a tap into it. Maybe he saw this candle as a tap, entered at the end of this candle. Stop loss was moved, so we can see where it was originally placed. I think somewhere below this range, this is where I would put it. And manually closing the buy for a whopping $2,500 or 5%, as you have it written up there. Again, the risk was as big as the win, so if this trade were to go sideways, maybe our trader would have closed it manually, but it would have stung a bit. Nonetheless, awesome trade, awesome scalping action. Let's see his most loss-making trade here as well. And yes, already an improvement compared to the previous phase. As you can see, now he is only losing smaller amounts, closing into 1%. This was a stingy one, so 3% here, $1,500. Let's see what happened again on Nasdaq. So it's clear that we have a specialized trader on our hands who only trades Nasdaq. If you want to trade Nasdaq with awesome spreads and most importantly without commissions, check out EverTrader. Check the link in the comments and in the description. You can have up to $200,000 in funding, and on some accounts you will get your initial fee back. Again, back on the trade, not really Smart Money Concepts entry here. Smart Money Concepts would dictate a sell somewhere around this area. This was a lower low on the lower time frame, and this may advocate towards a sell, and it was a sell. What am I saying? So this was a sell, and yes, we have Smart Money Concepts. Unfortunately, these things happen, fakeouts happen, but we can for sure pinpoint now we have a Smart Money Scalper on our hands. Again, open manually, stop loss. Not really sure. No, this one didn't have a stop loss, so he closed it manually after the break of this range here. Yeah, I would have done the same. Yeah, but if you are a time traveler, you can see that this is basically a reversal sign. Our trader doesn't have that superpower apparently. Bad for him. I know some of you do. But yeah, this would have turned out an awesome trade. Unfortunately, it ended up with a 3% loss. Nonetheless, awesome profit split. Again, $3,600 for a month's work. Who wouldn't take that? Enough with the rambling, let's go to the next phase. And things really look like they are shaping up for our trader. This is the third funded account, so a third profit split, this time a lot more substantial, close to 10%. So $4,200 in profit split, awesome. Good job, Raza. Profit factor above 2 always means a disciplined trader. Win rates in the skies, and this time I think our trader toned it down a bit. Less than a half of the trades that he took in the previous phase. Maybe we will have a change of strategy, we will check that. Again, this is something that happens on a monthly basis for our trader. He has a period of time in which he basically digs a hole for himself just to climb it up and score a profit. Nothing bad with that, things happen in trading. And he is back on Nasdaq from the looks of it. Let's check the most profitable trade in this phase. And yeah, our trader toned it down a bit. Maybe he wanted to take a more steady approach, which obviously worked for him because this is the biggest profit that he banked so far. And this is a win of $690, so 1.5%, close to that. Let's see if we can confirm our Smart Money Concept Scalper hypothesis right here. And yes and no. Okay, so what I wanted to point out, an extra fact if you want, is that he basically loves these moments of volatile ranges in the market. He entered the sell here, again no stop loss. probably saw weakness in the market. I personally would have waited for this candle, but I have a time machine, as I previously said. Nonetheless, awesome trade, awesome-ish close, because if you were to get greedy down here, things would have gotten spicy and maybe the position would have gotten stopped out. Nonetheless, nice profit. I love the fact that he is taking it a bit slow this time. Let's see the most loss making, and yes, he is taking it slow again. Kind of a similar position to the winning one, so the same sum lost here. Again, no stop losses, but maybe this is his style. I mean, scalping doesn't really involve stop losses. The only moment that a scalper can be hurt without having a stop loss is when the market basically goes berserk and collapses or flies in a direction, and then you can't really find the close button in your MetaTrader app. But that's stuff for another video. Now, we had a buy here, and we had the buy in a huge downtrend. Again, Smart Money Concepts, as I said in a previous video, Smart Money Concept traders are the only ones that buy in an obvious downtrend, mostly because I think there was some order block action right here to the left. We don't have the history. But what I don't like about this trade, and this trade in particular, is that he, from the looks of it, tried to catch a falling knife. We saw huge momentum to the downside during this part, so I would personally have waited for a higher high, but nonetheless, scoring 8.36% is a huge win. So some takeaways from this account. So we have a scalper here, and yeah, I know it looks cool, and the mirage of the short-term profit can be alluring. Also, keep in mind the fact that there is also a flip side to this. So as we saw in the first account of our trader, or as we see this gap here, you can book fast profits, but you can also book fast losses. So your mental has to be on its A game if you want to adopt this style. Yeah, it's a time efficient style. Also, be aware of prop firm spreads and commissions, and of course slippages, because you have to do your due diligence. You basically can end up losing 1% in spreads and commissions just by opening the trade during a day, so you will have to balance that with winning trades. Check EverTrader, no commissions. Done with the commercials. See you in the next videos. Bye bye, guys.